All right, this is pretty cool. Silverlit sent me one of their new 3D Twister race cars, and I just wanted to show you what's in the box here. First of all, I really appreciate that they sent me this. I don't think it's been released yet, but it came with a sheet that says they're going to be $49.99 and $59.99 for a deluxe set, and I don't know what the difference really is. But this car is kind of cool. It doesn't use like infrared or 27 megahertz anymore. They've gone to an actual 2.4 gigahertz system. So that's pretty cool. That's a radio frequency controller. It's on 2.4 gigahertz band, which is actually what we use for our hobby quality stuff. I use this with airplanes that are 6 foot wingspan, and people use it with much bigger stuff, helicopters and stuff. So it's very reliable and it cooperates well. So I think they say you can fly, you can drive up to 10 of these at a time, but and they don't have to be different colors. It comes in different colors, but you can drive cars of the same color at the same time. The 2.4 gigahertz radios, they find their own frequencies and they work pretty good. But I wanted to show you what's in the box here. Alright. Got some tape, of course. Alright. So first of all, there is the instructions, and they give you some spare tires. I think these are like the drive wheels. And then they give you like this little ramp. It's cardboard. You can build that up, tape it to the floor, and we'll do tricks with that later. So that comes out. There's the car. I'm gonna have to cut it off here with get the zip ties. It's cut down here. It's stuck on there with zip ties and twisty ties. So I'm gonna have to get something to cut that off here. Then I'll show you what it comes with. So this is what I found in the box. Basically just the controller and the car, and that's all there was. And I had to go get 4 AA batteries for this controller, but you just unscrew that and you put the batteries in. It's real simple. And then you turn both the car and the controller on. So this to on, and then the car has a little switch here. Turn that on, and then first time that you drive it, you have to hit the sync button here and the sync button also on the controller. So you push those both at the same time, then you let them up, and they bind really quickly. And there was a little instruction sheet that told me how to do that. So then I wanted to go over some of the basic features of this little car. As you can see, it's pretty small, but it's pretty fast. I drove it around a little bit, and it is pretty fast. And I've been actually driving it in low gear. It has 2 settings on the controller, low gear, and then you push this up for high gear. And that actually changes the maximum speed. So, in high gear, it spins up there, and then in low gear, speed's not quite as fast. So, and then the other feature of this car that's really cool is it drives both upside down and, I don't know which the top really, actually. I think the red side is the top and the sort of brownish gold side is the bottom. But when the car flips over, it flips the direction of the wheels. So if you flip over in the air or something and you land, you can still drive forward. So then the last feature that I just wanted to mention is the crash feedback feature. This
car has a crash feedback feature, so when it hits something, it sends a signal back to the controller and it shakes the controller, and that's kind of fun. So I've been driving the car off the table, you know, just to see that feature, but maybe you can hear the controller. See, when it hit the floor, it shook a little bit. So when you're driving around in your kitchen and running into the walls and stuff, that's pretty fun. The car is pretty fast, but it does have proportional throttle control, so you can drive it slow if you want to. But the fun part is to drive it fast and jump it over jumps and stuff. Okay, before I go driving around, I'm going to charge up the car. So that's very simple. All you need to do is pull out this little plug, which is, it's normally stowed in the bottom of the controller like this. So you just pull that out, and on the side of the car, there is a little hole for that, and very simple, just plug it in. Okay, and then you need to turn the transmitter on. So when you turn that on, you can see the light comes on in the car, and that means it's charging. So you can lay it down like that. Now the manual that I got says the vehicle can operate for about 4 to 5 minutes for every 12 to 20 minutes charging, and I don't really know what that means, but it says that the charging indicator will turn off when charging is completed. So at least we know how to get a full charge out of it. Wait for the green light, I think, to turn off. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I think it's waiting for the green light to turn off. So the feedback system on this car is pretty cool. It actually says here in the manual that the car sends a signal back to the transmitter when its battery is low, and that there's a vehicle battery indicator on the transmitter which starts blinking, and that's when you should recharge. And I think that's this green. It looks like a green LED to me, but I haven't seen it come on. So that's what happens when the car's charged up. The green light turns off, and also this light was flashing while it was charging, and that one's off now also. So you can unplug it and turn the transmitter off, and you can stick the cord back down in there.
So I made a little quarter pipe out of a little cereal box there, and it's a lot of fun to jump the car off the little cereal box, and it comes with the little jump that you can use, and that's taped to the floor over on the left there. But I found it difficult to hit the little jump because the car is really fast, and it sometimes has trouble getting traction on my floor because my floor is really slick. I wish I had more space because the car is really fast, and it's hard to go over these little jumps and stuff. But when you can hit them, it's a lot of fun because the car flips over, it runs into stuff, and it just keeps on going. And of course, that's the great part about this little car, is that anything you do, it just keeps on going. So yeah, this car has a lot of really neat features. It's a lot of fun to drive. I like the 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. That's a big step up for these little toys. The infrared and stuff doesn't work very good outside, and 27 megahertz, it always had problems with interference. So I like that they've gone to 2.4 gigahertz. It's a great technology to be using for these little toys. And I love the crash feedback. That's a lot of fun. And of course the flipping and still being able to drive on either side, of course, is a lot of fun.